Mboko and Gauff endure marathon doubles defeat at Qatar Open. At the Qatar Open, doubles pair Mboko and Mboko Gauff faced a challenging match on February 22, 2024. The duo battled against the experience of their opponents, Andrea Hlavakova and Luisa Stefani. In a thrilling contest, Mboko and Gauff fell short, losing with a scoreline of 5-7, 6-7. This defeat marked their elimination from the tournament. Match overview: Mboko and Gauff's match showcased an intense fight, but ultimately, they could not secure a victory. The match was filled with tight games, where both teams exchanged leads numerous times. Key highlights: match date, February 22, 2024. Opponents, Andrea Hlavakova and Luisa Stefani. Score, 5-7, 6-7. Event, Qatar Open. This tournament presented a valuable opportunity for the young pairing to gain experience in high-stakes matches. Despite the loss, both players displayed commendable skill and determination throughout the match. Outlook: looking ahead, Mboko and Mboko Gauff will seek to learn from this experience. Their focus will likely shift to upcoming tournaments where they aim for improved performances. With their potential and youth, they remain an exciting duo on the women's doubles circuit. When fire meets youth, the epic doubles odyssey of Mboko and Gauff at the Qatar Open in the sun-soaked arenas of Doha, amid the swirling desert winds and the soft hum of tennis balls meeting strings. A new chapter in the sport's evolving narrative was written, one defined by courage, chemistry and the crucible of competition. At the 2026 Qatar Open, an unlikely partnership took form. Victoria Mboko, quietly rising Canadian prodigy whose power and momentum have ignited the women's tour in recent seasons, and Mboko Gauff, the fleet-footed American star already etched into tennis history for her ferocity and maturity beyond her years. Together, they ventured into the doubles draw, not as a seasoned duo but as two talented solo artists painting with a collective brush. Their story, a blend of hope, heartbreak, and high-stakes drama, became one of the most compelling tennis tales of the tournament, the spark of an unlikely alliance. It wasn't long ago that Mboko and Gauff were rivals rather than partners. In singles play, they have crossed rackets on significant stages, each pushing the other to new heights. Mboko with her explosive baseline game and fearless aggression, and Gauff with her strategic precision and resilience against elite opponents. Their union in Doha, however, was born as much from circumstance as ambition. Both athletes had initially entered the doubles event with different partners, but when those plans fell through, they found themselves facing a choice: withdraw from doubles or embrace the opportunity to team up. In that moment of serendipity, they chose partnership, a decision filled with promise, yet untested on the grand stage of a WTA 1000 event. From the moment they stepped onto the court, it was clear this match would be more than another rubber stamp result. The electricity in the air pulsed with anticipation. Here were two stars at different points of their career trajectories forging a new alliance, ready to make a statement. The clash that defined them. Their opponents were no easy foes. Seeded 7th, Spain's Cristina Buxa and American Nicole Mellicher-Martinez brought seasoned synergy and polished doubles instincts to the net. What followed was not just a match, but a marathon, 3 sets of shifting momentum, relentless rallies, and emotional peaks and valleys. The first set saw Mboko and Gauff not just compete, but control the flow, capturing it 6-4 with precision shot-making and fearless volleys. They weren't just playing, they were declaring themselves a legitimate force, a pair capable of toppling seasoned specialists. But in tennis, as in life, momentum has a way of shifting. The opposing team regrouped, finding answers to every tactic and responding with fierce determination. The second set slipped through Mboko and Gauff's fingers, also 6-4, as Buxa and Mellicher-Martinez's experience began to show. What followed was pure drama, an extended final set that tested both skill and spirit. In an era when super tiebreaks often decide doubles outcomes, every point became a battle, every service game a gateway to hope or heartbreak. The score climbed to 11-9 in the deciding tiebreak, and even though Mboko and Gauff led on occasion and battled with grit, they ultimately fell just short. For a few fleeting moments, it seemed they might seize victory. Even 3 match points presented themselves. But in the high-pressure world of professional tennis, opportunities are fleeting and the margin for error razor-thin. They were unable to convert, and the match slipped away in heartbreaking fashion. More than a scoreline at first glance, a 4-6, 6-4, 11-9 defeat might seem like a close loss on paper, and it was. Yet beyond the numbers lies a story of identity, growth, and mutual respect. Mboko and Gauff didn't simply lose a doubles match. They earned every point, fought through each setback, and showed the tennis world that young players can rise, even under pressure, by challenging themselves against experience. Their performance captivated fans around the globe, social media buzzed with admiration for the team's synergy and spirit, and commentators hailed the match as one of the tournament's most riveting contests. Even in defeat, Mboko and Gauff stood taller, having showcased heart and potential far beyond their brief time on court together. Unfinished business and future prospects. What makes the story especially compelling is that it's unfinished. Both Mboko and Gauff are still forging their legacies, and neither will be defined by a single loss. Instead, this match offered a glimpse into what could be, a sprinkling of what lies ahead as they refine their games and seek further success. For Victoria Mboko, a rising star who has already upset some of the game's top players, this experience is a stepping stone. Moments like this, tight, pressure-packed, and emotionally charged, are the crucibles from which champions are formed. For Mboko Gauff, already a Grand Slam champion and regular fixture in the sport's upper echelons, it was a reminder of the fine margins that distinguish victory from defeat in doubles and singles alike. Even the best must sometimes take poetic losses as lessons and fuel for future triumphs. In the end, their Doha doubles campaign, though cut short, was larger than a result. It was a testament to partnership, perseverance, and the unpredictable beauty of tennis. And if history is any guide, both Mboko and Gauff will return to the court, stronger and hungrier than ever.